Good evening, everyone. I am Nancy Shah on behalf of Speaker Circle, and we are back again with another exciting live session today. I'm so happy to and excited to welcome you all here. If you are watching us right now, quickly type your name in the chat box and I'll welcome you suitably. And yes, you can invite your friends, family members, anybody to attend this live session because today's session is something really interesting. We are going to have a storytelling session. Yes, we have two wonderful speakers who are going to share amazing stories here with us. I can see already few comments. Hi, Rishikesh. Thank you so much for joining in. We have Anushka Machar. Hi, Anushka. Thank you for joining in. So, this too, I think both of you are part of Speaker Circle as a member, and you're here to support your fellow members. Thank you for joining in for this live session. We have Rucha Vyas. Hi, Rucha. Thank you for joining in. Good evening. How are you? I am also fine. Yes. Okay. All the best to speakers. Thank you so much, Anushka, for your wishes. Hello, 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 hello. Are you all there? If you're here watching us right now, you can type your name in the chat box and we'll like to welcome you suitably. That was just for fun. Yes, I am here for next few minutes, I think at least 30 minutes or so, and we will be having two wonderful stories here. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nancy Shah. I was born and brought up in Bhavnagar. As part of my education, I have done BCom, MBA, started my career working as a faculty in management, gradually moved into soft skills, and currently I'm a freelancer. From last 3 years, I work on my own. I'm a trainer. I train students and corporates for different set of skills. I'm a public speaker. I train students and corporates for public speaking through Speaker Circle. Apart from that, I work as an anchor for different corporate social events. So basically, I love to talk. I am a stage person and I do not miss any opportunity to give a talk anywhere when I'm invited. So, yes, that's all about myself. I would also get to know more about you, and you can share your thoughts during this live session in the chat section. I'll be seeing the chat section throughout the session. Apart from that, Speaker Circle is a platform. It's a platform to develop communication and public speaking skills. We have our online meetings via Zoom every Sunday morning, 10:45 to 12:30, and that is open for all. So you can join in our meeting for free as a visitor. I'm repeating it again. You can join our online meetings for free as a visitor. For that, you just need to fill up a Google form. You'll find the link of the Google form in the description below this live session's video. So you can fill up the Google form. We'll add you to our visitors WhatsApp group, and then you can take up this opportunity to attend our meetings and lot of other activities that we do and which are open for all. Apart from that, if you think that you also want to do storytelling, movie reviews, book reviews, poetries, and you want to give prepared speeches, impromptu speeches, and do a lot of other things, you can also be part of Speaker Circle as a registered member. Of course, there's a lot that you're going to explore with us. We go live on this YouTube channel every Thursday where we do different activities. This is one such live session. So if you're here today, mark your calendar for every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. sharp. We will be here and we'll be having something interesting for you. Well, with this, I welcome you again over here. Thanks, Rucha, for your wishes. Who all are watching us right now? If you're there, you can type your name in the chat and I'll surely try to welcome you suitably. With this, I have one announcement to make. So, we have an offline speaker circle going on in Ahmedabad for almost a year now. And our upcoming offline meeting in Ahmedabad is going to happen on 19th of June. 19th of June. So, if you're in town, you can surely join and attend the meeting as a visitor by paying certain charges, which are very basic, which is a venue cost that we share, nothing more than that. So get in touch with me if you want to know more, or type in the chat section and we'll get in touch with you, or fill up the Google form and I think we will get connected for sure. With this, let's begin with today's live session. Type yes in the chat box if you are excited to listen to stories today. If you're happy, excited, if you're looking forward to listen to stories today, then type yes in the chat section. Uh, we all love listening to stories. In fact, I think from our very early age, from our grandparents, from our mothers, we have listened to a lot of stories. And yes, every story has lot many things. Yes, Rishikesh is typing. Yes, thank you for your quick response. So we love listening to stories, but at the same time, stories can give us a lot back. So of course, it's fun and interesting way of learning. You can learn. There are lot of stories out there, like moral stories, motivational stories, stories related to any particular topic or subject. As somebody said very correctly, if you want to tell something, tell it in a form of a story, and people will accept it as easy as possible. So, yes, we have wonderful participants today who are not probably professional storytellers, but then you can't underestimate them because they're well prepared and they are going to share beautiful stories with you today. Okay, I've got a lot of yeses. One from Rucha Vyas, one from Ketan Shah. Thank you so much for joining in this live session, Ketan. And let's begin with our storytelling today. So we have two speakers today. Our first speaker today is someone who lives in Ahmedabad. He has completed his post graduation, that is MBA from Ahmedabad University. He is currently doing a job as a data analyst. He's working in this field for almost 3 years now. He's somebody who loves writing, dancing, martial arts, public speaking, and somebody who is a versatile person. Let us put our hands together for our first speaker for the day, that is Dinesh Parwani. Hi, Dinesh.
Hi Nancy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great.
Yeah, looking forward to have wonderful story from you. So Dinesh, I think you have been on a live session earlier as well, but I think you're trying storytelling for the first time. So all the best.
Thanks.
So what is the title of your story?
It is 8020.
That is something which is a mystery or a puzzle, and I think we'll get to know about what exactly that is through your story only. So 8020, and we have Dinesh Parwani over here sharing a beautiful story here with us. Over to you, Dinesh.
On this beautiful morning, I woke up in this town known as Somnath Verawal. Now, this is a beautiful town situated on the seashore. I wake up to find a beautiful environment, but my back entirely swollen. It's red and it's swelling because of numerous ants biting it. Now, why did this happen? Hello, everyone. I am Dinesh here to tell three interesting, beautiful stories. So the question is, why was my back swollen? So actually, I was with 400 or 500 rupees in my pocket. I was in this town known as Verawal, and I was on my job. So I had to spend my entire day there, take care of my fare, getting in and out of the town, take care of hotel, take care of food, rickshaw expenses, everything. And obviously, you cannot do everything in 500. So I had to go for this cheap hotel, so cheap that when I entered the room, I find this dark, small place. The room is as good as my bathroom in my house. It's a really dark space. You literally feel like there's a ghost in there. The bedsheet has not been washed for the last 1 month at least. The floor is so bad that you know there's no one doing jhadu pocha here. And since I've paid so low amount, I cannot shout on these people because I have to manage. I sleep, and the next day I find my back is bitten by God knows what kind of ants. And I know that for the entire day I have to walk 10, 15 kilometers in the scorching heat of Gujarat, 45 degrees around, to take care of my customers. And the entire day I roamed in on the streets of Verawal, eating food for 50 rupees ka thali. The thali which 5 minutes ago is covered with flies. So makhiyan बैठी हैं roti sabzi pe, and after 5 minutes I have to eat it. Again कुछ नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि वापस जाने का भी तो फेयर मैनेज करना है. अगर खाना वहीं खा लिया, so how can I get out of that town? So this went for a day or two. After a few days, something magical happened. I learned how to survive in these situations. I learned how to manage with 500 or 1000 rupees. I learned how to find the right hotels. I learned how to find the right food. Sometimes find even just Parleji biscuits and survive on it. And I never imagined this would happen. God knows how I could figure it out, but somehow things went. So this was the first story. The second story is about an MBA presentation I had. So out of these 70, 75 people, this was our first presentation. We had just entered the college, and there were around 70 kids. And out of these 70, at least 68 had their own laptops. And we were instructed to give a presentation of the on the economical and political situation of India and China. Economics, politics, bade bade log ki baatein. And I was full of inferiority complex because everyone has a laptop, everyone will prepare so good, and so they'll score good, they'll do something good. And therefore, for the next few days, I spent my day in the library where we had a computer lab. 8 a.m. when the librarian would open the door, I would go in. 6 p.m. when the librarian would close the door, I would go out. So for the next 3 days, I prepared really hard because of this complex that other people will do good. Rather, not even other people, I won't do good enough. And I prepared and prepared for the 3 or 4 days. 8 to 10 hours, I just read India, China, India, China, India, China. When I actually gave the speech, I was really nervous. I gave the speech and I was like, okay, theek hoga. But there was literally a round of applause by the entire class. Now, it's one thing to get an applause by your own faculty, because whenever a faculty looks at a presentation, they look at it from an academic lens. They're just looking at the content, not at the way you present, whether your presentation is entertaining or not, whether it's storytelling or people could understand or not. They don't look at that. They just look at the content, whether it was academically right or not. But here, people were clapping for me. And that was really intriguing because, like, why could that happen? I prepared normally. क्यों हुआ ऐसा? And I couldn't figure out. So this was the second story. The third story is I joined this multinational company and I wanted to learn coding. So what happened was we were into a finance job. So commerce guys से क्या expectation होता है that you'll be good at finance and marketing stuff, but coding is not your cup of tea. But I realized that in a department of 50 people, they desperately needed someone who could play with the data and code, but no one was there. And they didn't motivate me to learn. In fact, when I started learning, people would come and taunt me saying, भाई सीख के क्या उखाड़ लेगा, अपना काम तो ढंग से कर ले, दूसरों के काम में क्यों टांग डाल रहा है. Comments like that. When I asked for the software to learn coding, they didn't give me. They said that you cannot learn it, you'll never be able to learn it. Yet, despite all of these odds, after 3 months, I was one of the only 2 or 3% people in a team of at least 300 people who actually knew to code. And I could solve a lot of problems for these guys. So much so that when I was leaving the company, the director himself came to my desk saying, Dinesh, why are you leaving? Do you need anything? How much money do you need? Just tell me and please stay with our organization. So this was the third story. Now, I told three stories. The first one about surviving in a town with 500 rupees. The second one was my MBA speech, where I performed a bit good. The third one was learning coding. The question is, are these stories completely unrelated? Or is there a common link between them? Something that, despite these three stories being completely unrelated and completely in different domains, there's something which is common. And that common bond is scarcity of resources in each point in time, be it walking in the town, be it the MBA speech, or be it learning coding. I never had enough resources. In fact, I just had 20 or 30% of the resources. For instance, surviving in a town like Veraval, you need at least 1500 rupees. 800 rupees ka room and 500 rupees ka khana. But I only had 500 rupees. So I usually had 30% of resources. But somehow I could still crack things out. How could that happen? And most importantly, why does that happen? In fact, if you look at our heroes, this like you look at mythology, Ramayan, Sri Ram had a much smaller army than Ravan. Look at Mahabharat. The ratio of Pandavas to Kauravas army was 7 is to 11. So if Pandavas was 7x, Kauravas was 11x. So almost double, or at least 60-70% more the army. Still Pandavas won. You also look at the recent movies. For instance, look at Bahubali. I love the scene where Bahubali and Bhallal Dev, the two brothers, go to fight the idiot, like that fat guy. And Bhallal Dev has all the resources. He has the army, he has bows and arrows, he has that chariot which can cut people down as he moves. But Bahubali has nothing. So what he does is he takes the cloth from tent, dips it in kerosene, and then burns thousands of people at one go. And that's creativity. So the question is, what is creativity? How do you achieve your goals even in these less resources? And the answer to these things is the 80-20 rule. 80 oblique 20 rule, and this is a very famous rule. I forgot the name of the psychologist, so he gave it. So basically the rule says that very few of your efforts, 20% of your efforts, will lead to achievement of 80% of your goals, and 80% of your effort, so a lot of your efforts will go fruitless, just 20% of your results. So let me give you an example. Think of people like me who just score 35 40 marks to pass the exams. Suppose you score 40 marks in an exam. In most cases, out of these 40 marks, 35 marks come from the preparation which you did in the last 10 days or even in the last night. Only 5 marks out of 40 come from the last 1 year of preparation. So if you see, in this case again, 80% of your result came from actually 5 or 10% of your time. And this is true not just for studies but a lot of other domains as well. For instance, I am a data analyst and I realized that 3 hours of focused work leads to 30 hours of actual results. And so if you could understand this 80-20 rule, you can actually conquer the world with much lesser resources. You just have to analyze even before starting that how do I like how do I be much more effective, what is that 20% of the effort, what is the most effective area in which if effort is applied the result will be huge. So if I want to break a rock, I don't go on hammering the rock at each and every place. I analyze the rock, choose the area which is the weakest, hitting on which the chances of the rock breaking are extremely high. I insert a nail into that rock and keep on hammering that nail. I keep on hammering that one single place instead of hammering the entire rock. ऐसे तो कभी नहीं टूटेगा पत्थर, या टूटेगा भी तो बहुत टाइम में टूटेगा. So if you could figure out that 20% in your domain, whatever it is business, it is relationships, it is job, then your life could be significantly easier. And therefore, I would like to conclude this speech with the fact that we say that scarcity is the mother of invention. And I would like to say that problem is the mother of creativity. Because unless you are not faced with an extreme problem, you will not try to figure out. Just to exemplify that, if Nancy had, say, 1 crore or 2 crore rupees, the best, I mean, I'm assuming the best she would do is she would go to Ahmedabad, pick a very posh place, Shivrani, Charasta, or Bhopal, take up a class and start doing this initiative. But that would have been extremely ineffective, because if you are opening a brand, a speaker circle at one specific place in Ahmedabad, you get limited by that particular area. You cannot expand your reach. But now I am guessing that since she does not have 2 crore rupees sitting in her bank account, she has started this online initiative where people from Bangalore, from Bombay, any part of the world can actually join this circle. And therefore, I believe that sometimes not having enough resources, it works on your advantage. Problem is the mother of creativity. 80-20 rule works. So try to find out your 20%. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dinesh, for sharing your thoughts. And yes, I'm waiting someday you can give me those 2 crore rupees. I'll be happy to receive that. Anyway, yes, I do agree that when you have limited resources, you'll try to utilize and make the best out of it. And that pushes you to come out of your comfort zone, try something new, be creative, and come up with something that still can work out the way you want. No, so you'll always try and wish for the best things to happen from whatever limited resources you have. So that was a wonderful experiences that you shared. Thank you so much for your time, and it was pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
So that was Dinesh Parwani here with us at Speaker Circle. I can see a lot of comments in the comment section. Yes, Anushka, we have Kasha. Thank you so much for your response. I hope you enjoyed and liked it. Don't go anywhere because we have one more speaker who is going to talk today and share a wonderful story here with us as well. And he is somebody who is coming back to Speaker Circle after a long time because, yes, he recently appeared for his 10th board examination. Yes, he is a student who is currently doing his schooling. He just appeared for his 10th board exam. He studies at San Kabir High School, Ahmedabad. And he's somebody who loves watching movies, reading, and playing cricket. Let us put our hands together for our second speaker of the day, and that is Shashwat Pandya. Hi, Shashwat.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Same here, I'm fine.
I should have said Shashwat Pandya.
It's okay, chalega.
Thank you so much. So, yes, this is the young champ from Speaker Circle who is ready today to share a wonderful story with you. So, Shashwat, would you like to share the title of your story right now?
Right now, I will tell you within the story when I will start
Okay,
storytelling.
okay. So that's a secret, and he'll keep it with himself, and will share it with you during the story itself. So let me go backstage and give a stage to Shashwat Pandya. Over to you.
Hello, guys, I'm Shashwat Pandya back after a long time, and today I'm going to share a story. Yeah, it's a very simple, imaginary, but yet with a deep and a meaningful meaning. So I will start my story with the title. The title is "The Destiny is in Your Own Hands." So the story starts with a boy living in a big city whose name is Samarth. Yeah, he's very hardworking person too, as we can guess from his name Samarth, and he can do anything. He comes from a middle class family. He doesn't have that much. He's not that much rich, so he also has a big ambition of earning much money, much more money in his life. So, but he used from the childhood, he used to listen from his father that whatever is written in the destiny, only that will happen with you in your life. Like whatever, if you are thinking of becoming a doctor, and in your destiny it's written that you will become an engineer, so you will become engineer only. So, as the time passed, Samath started thinking, why should I work hard if it is only going to happen what is written in my destiny? Then whatever how much work I whatever hard work I will do, it will be in vain, because whatever is written in my destiny, that is only going to happen. So this thought became stronger in his mind, and he started no, not he thought not to work hard, just rest and enjoy, as the destiny is just waiting for the time to pass. So, but this not a right approach for him. His father and mother too tried to explain him that we should work hard for achieving success, but he was not listening anything. So what happened? One night, God came into his dreams. God said, "Hello, Samarth, how are you?" So Samarth was surprised and very happy that God Himself has came to meet him. So Samarth also greeted him, and he had many questions to ask to the God. But he had a main question in the mind. God, is it true that whatever is written in the destiny, that only happens? So God said, yes, that only happens. Then he asked, then why should I work hard? Then the God said, it is your duty, it's your responsibility to work hard for achieving success. Without that, you cannot get. So now Samath really became confused. Like, if it is the destiny is written, then how it is connected to the hard work? Like, we are going to get whatever it's written. So so he told, "Do you write?" Sorry, Samath told, "Do you write the destiny?" Asked to the God, "Do you write the destiny yourself?" So God said, "Yes, I write the destiny myself." Then Samath said, "I want to read my destiny." So God said, "Okay, let me show you your destiny." So God took him to the heaven. A big library was situated in it, which had lots of files and lots of paperwork. And Samath was really amazed to see all of this. Then Samath asked, what is all this files and paperwork?" So God told that these are the destinies of 800 crore people residing in the earth, and much other animals residing here in your planet. Then Samath asked, oh, okay, very nice. So you have written all the destinies by yourself? God said, yes, I have written by all myself only. Then Samath asked, where is my destiny written? So God took him to a shelf. He took out a file and handed it to Samath. Here is your destiny. He to show he had a look at the whole file, but his surprise, the whole file was empty. Now Samarth was really getting irritated. God, you told that you have written my destiny, and this is the whole empty. So okay, God told, I write with the ink, which you cannot see, which is not visible to you. Mm, okay, said Dinesh. Then said Samarth, I'm sorry. Then he asked, God, so what you have written in my destiny? On what have you written in other people, destinies of other people? So the God told Samarth, I just write one word in all the destinies of the people, and by that one word only, I complete the destiny of the people. Now Samarth was getting really surprised. He asked how it is possible we live 70 to 80 years the in our whole life in the earth, and how is it possible to cover the whole life of 70 80 years in just one word, because many incidents events occur in the 70 80 years of life. He asked the same question, how is it possible, God? God said, it is possible, I do it. Then Samarth again asked, so what's that one word? God asked, you want to know that one word? Yes, who doesn't want to know that? Then the God told, the one word which I write in all the destinies of the people is Tathastu. That means, yes, I am with you. Whatever you want will happen. Now, I just write this one word and leave the whole destiny upon you. Now, it is completely upon you. How you take your life, how you work in your life, what you do in your life. I, my blessings, and myself. We both will be always with you. Now, so it is wrong to completely blame me that I am the sole responsible for what happens in your life, because I just say Tathastu, whatever do you do in your life, I will be always with you. So never blame me, and always start working hard for your life. And if you will really work hard, my blessings, my the word Tathastu will be always with you, and it will always help you in your life. Now Samath realized, yes, now we have to work hard, and it is completely wrong to blame the God. And suddenly he started shaking, and his mom was telling, "Beta, उठ जा, 9 बज गए सुबह." And he wake up with that positivity, that yes, and with the realization that yes, without working hard there is nothing, we cannot achieve anything. As there is a good quote said by Rajiv Gandhi, I will narrate to you it in Gujarati. પુરુષાર્થનો કોઈ વિકલ્પ નથી. That means hard work has no options, you have to do it, and it is compulsory for you. So, with this short story, I just want to give the moral to you, that always work hard and never ever give up. Because if you will give up, you will not get it. But if you will not give up, someday or the other, you will achieve it. You will surely achieve it. So, I hand over the screen to Nancy. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Shashwat. It was quite interesting, and I think you could hold our interest till the last moment. What happens to Samarth, how he talks to God, what God would have written in his destiny. There are so
Nancy,
many
I think you are not
files, and
audible.
am I audible clear now? Hello, 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 hello. Am I audible now? Hello. Just wanted to check with the audience if you are able to hear me. Can you please confirm in the chat section? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Anushka is saying yes. So she's able to hear me. Probably. Okay. Dinesh Parwani says yes. Okay. So Shashwat, he might be facing some technical issue. Let me send him backstage. Okay. So just checking with Dinesh once. Am I audible and clear, Dinesh? Am I visible and audible and clear?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. So probably Shashwat is facing some network issue. Yes, I'm getting a lot of yeses from the audience. We have Anushka, Dinesh, Rucha, and Ketan Thank you so much. We have Rishikesh Thakkar. Yes, I'm adding Shashwat again to check. Just wanted to thank him for his wonderful story that he has shared. So, yes, Shashwat, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and ideas. Yes, it's very easy to start something, but then if you just keep sitting and imagining that something would happen automatically, I think that would never happen. Everybody has to work hard, everybody has to put efforts. There is no alternative to hard work. There is no alternative to putting efforts. And that's the wonderful message that you have passed on through your story that you have shared. I hope you guys liked it. We have a lot of people in the audience. Would you like to share with us? Did you like the stories? If you have any feedback for us or any of the speakers, you can type into the chat box and they'll surely take it and consider it suitably. At the same time, yes, feel free to share your thoughts and let's keep in touch. We go live on this YouTube channel every Thursday where we do storytelling, movie reviews, book reviews, poetries, and a lot of other activities. Okay, we have a comment from Dinesh which says the story, the narration, the way you held the attention of the audience of okay, the choice of words, everything was wonderful. I think Dinesh is commending Shashwat for the storytelling that he did. Thank you so much, Dinesh, for sharing your thoughts. We have Rucha Vyas who is saying, I like both the stories. Thanks, Rucha, for sharing that. Thank you so much for joining for the session. I think by this we are done with today's live session. We have two Power Pack stories. One that taught you how to be comfortable with limited resources and why it is important to have limited resources because that only will push you to come out of your comfort zone, try something new, and be more creative and still do whatever you want to do. So that's the first thing. And the second story passed on a wonderful message that you can't achieve anything just by sitting in a chair and dreaming. You have to work upon it. And without action, there is nothing that you can do. So, yes, execution is the key to success. Thank you so much to Dinesh and Shashwat for sharing their thoughts here with us. Okay, we have a response from Ketan Shah. Thank you so much, Ketanji, for being here for a wonderful response. We have Anushka Macha. Both stories were interesting. I thought that one word would be faith. Yes, yes, one word for both of the stories would be faith. Thank you so much. And with this, I, Nancy Shah, sign off from this live session. And we will see you someday around any other Thursday where we go live sharp at 7:30. So be there and I'll see you there. Bye bye.